You guys, we have so much to talk about. Specifically, Don't Worry, Darling. Or as I like to think of it, it might be time to worry, darling. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Don't Worry, Darling. Now, if you're like, Jen, what is this? What are you talking about? Don't worry. See how much that title works? Don't worry, darling. It's okay. I don't know much about the movie either, but I sure know a lot about the drama going on behind the scenes. And in case you don't, well, stick with me and I'm going to catch you up. So Don't Worry, Darling is a psychological thriller directed by Olivia Wilde. Right now, they're just going through the press stuff. The actual movie comes out September 23rd, 2022. So if you were curious about it, which I very much am now, I will tell you it's not looking good. It's not getting good reviews. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I feel like I need to say it on the side. Okay, who cares? Let's get back into the drama because you know that's what I'm here for. April 2020, Deadline puts out a report saying, Florence Pugh, if you don't know who she is, check out Little Women. She's fabulous. Shia LaBeouf and Chris Pine are set to star in Olivia Wilde's psychological thriller, Don't Worry, Darling. Dun, dun, dun. September 2020, it is announced that Harry Styles will replace Shia LaBeouf due to quote-unquote scheduling conflicts. Now, side note, if you want to see a breakdown of Shia LaBeouf drama, I did a whole video on that. Go check that out. But jumping the timeline, it came out this past December, again, Variety, reports that LaBeouf was dropped from the film due to quote-unquote poor behavior. So Olivia alleged zero asshole policy. And it came up over and over again, this quote that she made, and kind of went along with the story that, yeah, he was dropped. Now, I am no Shia LaBeouf fan. If you know me at all, you know this about me. You'll see my other video breaking down why he's the worst. But that aside, she went along with this story feeding into the narrative. Well, Shia released some video proving otherwise, that she actually begged him to not drop out of the film, that she really wanted him to stay, and kind of talked crap about the other co-star Florence Pugh, saying something like, we're going to have to put Miss Flo in her place. Whoa! Not knowing that he would leak it out, calling her out on the lies. Again, he sucks, but that's pretty shitty. Okay, now we got to talk about Harry Styles of it all. Harry Styles came in to replace Shia LaBeouf. So Wilde was with Jason Sudeikis when she started the filming of this movie, this project. In November 2020, she announced that she and her fiancé of 7 years, Jason Sudeikis, split toward the beginning of the year. It's been amicable, and they've transitioned to a great co-parenting routine. Well, not so much. So much has come out recently about how that's not the case. They can't communicate with each other. Co-parenting, that's got to be the worst. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, that's awful. But it involves her getting served at a press junket about this movie, up on stage talking to like 5,000 people in this room. Yikes. I should note that Jason Sudeikis has come out and said he did not approve of this. This is not how she was supposed to be served. He actually wasn't aware that it had gone down like this. So take that what you will. Make up your own mind on that. I have my thoughts. The whole thing stinks. It's got to be a terrible situation. Okay, back to the drama of this movie. So fast forward to January 2021. Reports are coming out that Wilde and Styles attended a wedding together as a couple. We see the first photos of the pair holding hands. They start going viral. Everybody's freaking out. A source talked to people, you know how sources go, and said that the relationship blossomed on the set of Don't Worry, Darling. So they started out as close friends. It quickly turned romantic. Everyone saw it coming. During breaks, he wasn't able to stay away and visited her trailer. Okay, so jumping back in the timeline, there's this whole thing where Olivia Wilde had love for Florence Pugh, and Florence Pugh had publicly said that she loved Olivia Wilde before getting involved in this project. Well, since all this has gone down, well, more stuff between them have gone down. Visible shift, if you will. So the rumor that I'm hearing is, if you don't know, Florence Pugh was dating Zach Braff. Zach Braff is, of course, JD from Scrubs. And they dated until about August of this year. He's good friends with Jason Sudeikis. So she had a problem with Olivia Wilde getting together with Harry Styles while supposedly still with Jason Sudeikis. There's questions on the timeline of when she and Sudeikis broke up and when she and Styles got together. So Flo, if you will, is not so happy. And sleuths on the internet who, love them, you can't get anything by them, have started to notice while Florence usually talks up every movie she's in a lot of movies, you guys, a lot of stuff going on for her. But because of this, her social media, she will not promote this movie. She did one obligatory post about it, and they keep pointing out that the two seem to be in a feud about, they think about Harry Styles and how it all went down. So case in point, where's Flo in the above picture? So it has been explained that she is also filming the movie Dune during this time. So she's had to jump back on a plane, I believe back to Budapest, to continue shooting. But again, internet sleuths, love you guys so much, pointed out Timothée Chalamet is also in that movie, but yet he was still there. Who knows? Maybe she had to be back on set. Interesting though. Okay, from here, I'm going to let some of the TikTokers who I love so much explain some more of this feud in the timeline, and I'm going to come back on and we're going to talk about some more, including Spitgate. Yes, you heard me right, Spitgate. Let's go.
Don't Worry Darling is a psychological thriller directed by Olivia Wilde, who also appears in the film in a supporting role. But if you've been keeping up with the conversation about the film on film Twitter and or Film Talk, you may have caught wind of all the rumours, speculation and headlines about some alleged tension between leading lady Florence and director Olivia. So, what is going on? What is going on in the House of Commons? Is there any beef? And how did all these rumours start? Well, it all began thanks to a widely shared theory that began on TikTok with people speculating about various rumours of a feud from production and unconfirmed reports from anonymous sources. Sounds very legitimate. There's been quite a lot of publicity surrounding Don't Worry Darling, mostly thanks to Harry Styles and the overwhelming interest in his relationship with Olivia, which appears to have started during filming. But what has Florence got to do with any of this? Well, amid all the tabloid-driven conversation surrounding the stars, fans have been paying close attention to Florence's social media and have noticed that she hasn't really been posting about the movie as much as she usually posts about her other upcoming projects. Back in 2020, Florence shared an enthusiastic Instagram post announcing that she'd been cast in the film. Her caption detailed how excited she was to work with Olivia, and she even called Olivia her idol. Quite a powerful statement. Since then, Florence has shared a couple of posts about the film, highlighting the first teaser trailer in September 2021 and a wrap post celebrating the crew who worked during the pandemic to bring the film together in February 2021. But in recent months, Florence hasn't really posted or engaged with any posts from the film, except for one teaser eventually posted on August 11th with a pretty standard, straightforward caption. Olivia also shared a whole host of behind-the-scenes photos of Florence at work, praising the actress for her incredible performance in the film. But Florence didn't appear to acknowledge any of them on the platform.
Okay, here's Spitgate. You got Chris Pine sitting next to Olivia Wilde. Harry Styles comes up, and people are convinced he actually, spits. They don't think it was a malicious thing, like he spit on purpose, more of just flicking a cigarette but not paying attention to where the ash goes. Same thing with the spit. I slowed it down and zoomed in so you can watch it 100 million times like I did. Normally by hearing it, I'd think no way, but seeing it, yeah, maybe there was spit.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now, hold on. I'm not going to say that. All right, hold on.
Oh my goodness, Olivia Wilde. She's not golden. After this weekend, she is she's having a bad weekend. Let's take a look of the Don't Worry Darling drama, not from an entertainment point of view, but from a public relations point of view. My take on what I think is happening behind the scenes. First, there's Olivia Wilde. She was essentially called a liar by Shia LaBeouf. And you know when Shia LaBeouf is calling you a liar, you've got problems. You've got big problems. Not only did this leaked video come out showing that she was essentially begging while driving, by the way, in a video to Shia to get him to remain on the film. Although she had stated that he was fired. Shia LaBeouf, who's in the middle of a redemptive arc of trying to reclaim his reputation from when he was a younger actor, said, "Not so fast, Olivia." Shia was recently on a podcast where he's come clean on his bad behavior. He said those allegations and just being like an all-around crash and burn type of a guy, they were true. And now he wants to change. So he's coming clean. He's following the playbook that I like, which is owning up to it. But editor's note here, let's not be so quick to close the books on people who do one interview saying that, well, I'm no longer that guy. That guy is still that guy. We don't want that behavior to continue. So after leaking the video, watch Shia to go away for a little bit. Now, Olivia has problems. So not only is she dealing with all the little mini dramas in the movie, dating Harry Styles, Miss Florence Pugh, essentially ignoring her in the publicity for her movie. She's also dealing with her ex-partner, Jason Sudeikis. We all know that he had her served on stage when she was promoting the movie. That didn't look great on him, but in divorce, there's always two sides, and sometimes people make it very difficult to serve them. So a lawyer will go where a place where they're located, and they knew that she would be promoting the movie. But she has two things right now. She has two choices. She can admit that she lied, or she can double down and deny it. Doubling down and denying it never works nowadays, especially now that we know that there's a video out there. So she's probably going to come back around. The Variety article was in a more controlled environment. Look for her to probably sit down, morning television maybe, with a female and talk about how difficult it is to be a female director, that often you are under attack. She needs to come clean and explain that video, and she will probably use being a woman in Hollywood as the framing. And Florence Pugh, she's golden because silence is golden. By not saying anything, she stays out of the fray, which is exactly where you want to be in a crisis.
In honor of the shitstorm known as the Don't Worry Darling premiere at the Venice Film Festival, let's break down our favorite memes of the night. Because hey, if the film's not good, at least the drama is. Starting off, Chris Pine definitely took home our meme member of the night. He looked like he did not want to be there, and he gave us masterpieces like this and this. And he might have been spit on by Harry Styles. Who knows? All I know is that he's over it, and he looks like Woody Harrelson from the Hunger Games right now. We will then transition to our best dressed and star of the night categories, both taken by Florence Pugh. I don't gotta say much about this icon. We know. Not only was she stunning, but she was able to not hold eye contact with Olivia Wilde for 4 minutes during the premiere. That takes talent and skill. And how could I forget, she's a part of one of the greatest meme template recreations of all time, so also have to include that. Shifting gears, we have Photo of the Night, which perfectly encapsulates the vibes that this movie is giving off. Here we have Olivia Wilde. Stank face, vibes are dead. Kind of like how I feel when her name's mentioned these days. And then we've got the glorious, iconic, beautiful Florence Pugh, just giving off fun vibes, fun energy. Her reaction is pretty similar to when I first heard about all this drama, and I still have no clue what's going on. So there's that as well. We now have our first ever Pray For Me award, and Gemma Chan easily takes this one home. She looks like she's being held hostage at gunpoint. This is the face of your 10-year-old dog named Skippy roaming out into the streets and getting absolutely steamrolled by a fucking truck. And believe me, we're praying for you. And last but certainly not least, we have our final meme category, the sorriest moment of the night, this video. Yeah, this was easily the sorriest moment of the night. It's like no one wants to be near Olivia Wilde. It's as if she has the cheese touch. If you look very closely, you see Chris Pine plotting his escape, but they won't let him. Before I let you guys go, I'm going to leave you with one final clip that I feel like summarizes this entire experience.
You know, if a movie's bad, it is the director's fault.
Fascinating, right? Now it actually has me wanting to watch this movie. So again, it comes out in September. Well, that's this month. September 23rd, in just a few weeks, I guess. And I might have to watch it, even though it got panned by critics. Let me know if you're going to be watching it. Let me know if you've been following the drama or if this is all new for you. And guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more of my stuff, just check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps, where I'm deep diving all the Sex and the City episodes. Again, thank you for everything. And if this is your first video with my new mic, I love it. It's fantastic. Thank you all to who have made this possible. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.